Salve discipuli. Hello, 7th grade. This week in class, we are going to be reading the Mercātor story. So this story is going to be practicing our new nominative and accusative cases that we've learned, and just kind of starting to get used to recognizing subjects and direct objects in sentences. Now, if you have your Cambridge Elevate, there's kind of a cool feature. We've talked about this before, but if you scroll down a little bit past the webbook, there's this section that is Explore the Story. And if you click on it, there's these cool functions. You can listen, where you can click on the sentences and they will be read out loud to you, but I'm going to do that for you guys in this video anyway. The read section is nice because you can click on words if you aren't sure what they mean. If it's a vocab word you're unfamiliar with, you can click on it and it'll tell you. For example, amicus is one of our newer vocabulary words. It means friend here, so you can do that. And then there's this think section, which is a really great section for practicing comprehension. And these are the kinds of questions that will be on our unit tests, where you'll get a passage of Latin and you'll have to answer comprehension questions about it. So this is a really great tool, and we're doing this in class today. Is before we actually translate the story, we're reading through the Latin, and then we're taking a look and seeing if we can answer comprehension questions without necessarily translating word for word. So this is a really great thing to practice. So we're going to read through the Latin together in this passage, and then I'll kind of show you guys some of these example questions and see if you can kind of figure out what's happening, what the options are. And then in part 2 of the video, we will actually go through the translation of the story itself. So, mercātor. Amicus caecilium visitat. Amicus est mercātor. Mercātor villam intrat. Clemens est in atrio. Clemens mercatorem salutat. Caecilius est in tablino. Caecilius pecuniam numerat. Caecilius est argentarius. Amicus tablinum intrat. Caecilius surgit. Salve, Caecilius mercatorem salutat. Salve, mercator respondet. Caecilius triclinium intrat. Amicus quoque intrat. Amicus in lecto recumbit. Argentarius in lecto recumbit. Grumio inquilina cantat. Grumio pavonem coquit. Coquus est laetus. Caecilius coquum audit. Caecilius non est laetus. Caecilius caenam expectat. Amicus caenam expectat. Caecilius grumionem vituperat. All right, so let's just take a look at some of these think questions here. Again, these are some comprehension questions. So we haven't translated the passage yet, but just reading through Latin, you should be recognizing some of the vocab words, and maybe you can pick up on what's going on in the passage in general. So in this first sentence, first and second sentence here, it's asking, why do you think the merchant is visiting Caecilius, based off of these first two questions? So we have amicus Caecilium visitat. Amicus est mercātor, right? So mercātor is our word for merchant. Why is he visiting Caecilius? Well, we take a look at this word amicus, again, which is one of our newer words, meaning friend. So maybe he's visiting Caecilius just because they're friends, and it's a friendly visit. Or since he is a merchant, maybe he's visiting for business. So that's the kind of questions you can think about based off of the words that you recognize and what's happening here. For this question, right, clemens est in atrio, clemens mercatorem salutat. So we've seen clemens in some past passages. So who do you think clemens is? We'll take a second to think, and then you can answer that by clicking one of these. So again, use your Cambridge Elevate, kind of go through these, see if you can answer these think questions, and then move on to your translation. So again, as usual, you're going to translate the passage into English, write out your translation, And once you have your translation completed, you've translated the whole passage, then head on to video number 2, part 2, and I'll walk through the translation with you all. So email me if you have any questions. Again, pay attention for this passage. Remember, we're learning and focusing on our nominative and accusative cases. So pay attention to which words are subjects and which words are direct objects. All right, good luck, and I will see you in part 2. Walete.